everyone. Thank you for joining us today for our Appulate training, How to Quote with Employers, powered by Appulate. First, we're going to open up our demonstration Accord form that we will use today. This one just lives on my desktop. For you as the agent, it might live in your agency management system. Point being, go ahead and open up your Accord form wherever it lives. You can see that this is just an Accord 130. There's nothing else attached to it, and it contains the base information that I have for my insured. Now, I want to get this information into Appulate so that I do not have to rekey any unnecessary data. I'm going to locate the print function and make sure that my printer destination reflects that of Appulate Uplink. I do want to expand the choices that I have for my printer driver. Most often, many folks' last used printer is the default printer that's selected. So please be mindful that you do need to select Appulate Uplink as your destination printer. Then you will go ahead and click Print. In just a second, we're going to get a pop-up from Appulate asking us to validate our Appulate credential information. Now, we would enter our username and password for Appulate and click Send. That is the first way to use Uplink. I'm now going to show you a secondary way that many agents like. Here is that same Accord form. All I am going to do is right-click on the desired Accord form and select the Uplink option. You can see the result is the same. The system is giving us a pop-up asking us to validate our Appulate credential information. Now we can go ahead and hit Send. From our Appulate line of business confirmation screen, we will click Continue. We will be taken to the Appulate Smart Q&A by default every single time. You can see that all the duplicate data from our Accord form has been bridged over. The insured profile was created automatically by bridging over my Accord form and does not need to be done in advance. Now to add our market. We will click the plus sign that says Add Market just under the market name section and select Employers from our options. Now that Employers has been added as our market, let's take a look at our letter indicator and our quote parameters to provide missing and required information that Employers deems necessary for our submission. First, let's take care of the quote parameters. We will click on the red number 4. From the Limits option, choose your limit from the drop-down menu. Now that we've taken care of the required quote parameters, the red number 4 has now disappeared. If we hover over our letter indicator, it now provides us with a list of live and dynamic links that are clickable. I'm going to click on this first one as an example, which will take us exactly to where questions need to be answered in the questionnaire. When it comes to class codes, you will usually have your main class code on your Accord form, but you will have to enter the employer's class code. This is because there can sometimes be sub-class codes that are applicable here. So now that we've updated our class codes, the red indicator and the question right underneath our letter indicator have disappeared. So if I scroll back up, I'm going to now click on my Underwriting tab. It says that we have 4 missing and required questions in this section, so we're just going to identify those questions with the red indicators here. Now we've answered all of the missing and required questions in Underwriting. So I will move on to coverage history. 2 missing and required questions left here. Moving on to my last letter indicator. And now we've gotten exactly where we wanted to be, which was getting this green A that's going to allow us to submit. We will head to the Actions column on the far right-hand side of the screen and click the Submit button. We're going to confirm that we do not need to make any changes to our limits and click Submit. And in just a second, we're going to be able to get our quote directly from Employers in the Appulate system. So far, you can see how quick and easy it was to transfer the duplicate information from our record forms into Appulate, select our desired employer's market, and now we have received our instant bindable quote. I'm going to go ahead and click on this PDF quote. I'm going to open it up, and you can see that this quote, it looks exactly as it would if you were to obtain it through the employer's website. As you are obtaining it directly from employers, you are just using the Appulate technology to do so. Now keep in mind that I would like to show you where to upload additional documents and loss runs if needed. In the Loss Runs tab on the far left-hand side of the screen, we'll click Loss Runs. It's the third option down. Please make sure that your market has been specified. So I will click Edit Insurance History and provide the information for our market. Now for the submission, since my insured has only had 2 years of prior experience, I will remove any previous years that don't apply. We're going to provide demo policy numbers and then hit save. It now condenses all of those unspecified market options into one. We'll click the paperclip option and simply upload from a file on our desktop. So we're now attaching our loss runs to the submission. If you needed to upload any additional documents for whatever reason, we'll click the document section. You can then choose upload file. We're going to choose our demo here and open. We're going to say that this is an XMOD sheet and save changes. Please be sure that if you need to change your document type that you do from this drop-down list, and hit save changes. So if you needed to upload any additional documents or loss runs, you would do so through the Doc or Loss Runs tab. Now, if we were ready to bind this particular quote, we would have to follow any required additional questions, which can populate after you request a quote. In this instance, it would be providing the workers' comp history. So we will expand this to provide the effective date here. We'll move on to 2019. Update my date one more time. And we'll move on to policy. Just need to provide the final information. And now confirm including and excluding. Once we're ready, go ahead and double check the quote parameter here. We would have to verify that we were ready to issue this. Please make sure to update your payment plan and click close. Now we've received exactly what we wanted, which is the ability to bind. If you were ready to bind your quote, go ahead and click the green bind button. Thank you so much for watching our employers training powered by Appulate. Have a great day.